What's going on, guys? Welcome back to No Impulse Control. I'm Justin,
I am Jasmine.
and we are recording a little bit before, but we're sending this out on the help.
Did you ever see the basement yard? Pang! Every time he fucks up words, pang! It's my favorite.
My brain went from like, you know exactly what you need to say.
Yeah,
You're gonna
so it's
say
Mother's Day
this.
this weekend.
Yes,
This
it
is coming
Mother's
out
Day.
on Mother's Day. If you have a mom in your life, or you know a woman who has a child, or a mom,
a mother figure,
or a maternal figure, if we're your mom,
we could
wash
be your
feet, use a washcloth, shampoo twice,
clean
then
behind
condition,
the ears.
Clean behind the ears, but not just like with water. A little soap.
Yeah, you gotta
soap
throw some
in
soap
the
in
ear.
there.
In the ears, not in the ear, but like
are your
like
nails
on
too
this
long?
part.
Have you checked your nails?
Oh, I thought you meant mine. I was like, no, I just got them done.
I don't know. Are they?
They're so. Oh, you can't see that at all. Hold on. Wait.
We will never see.
No, wait. No,
you can't
they're
make us. They look like green stars.
They look green.
They look like they have like a neon green star.
No, they're
or
like
not neon
they're
green,
white.
but like. Oh.
Oh, there they go.
Well,
oh, wait, no, wait. There we go. Okay, look fast, everybody.
yeah, everybody look. Everybody
They're
look. Okay.
celestial. They're very pretty. They look white from afar, but up close they're cute. Anyway, have you called your mom lately?
Yeah.
Have you called me lately? Have you called Justin lately?
Where is my phone call? I've been waiting.
The phone works both ways.
Your phone works both ways. I brought you into this world, and I will take you out. Do we have any more sayings that we want to
I'm looking them up right now.
Yeah.
Hello? Okay.
Hello?
I guess I'm a bad mom.
Oh, chill with that. We don't need to do that to them. We want to be their moms, not traumatize them more.
You know, Casey's son, he is so much better.
So much better.
He goes to his mom's house and mows the lawn.
Know what he did the other day? That saint of a boy.
That Nicholas. Saint Nick.
He bought his mother a diamond ring.
And I just,
I wish she would do that
a diamond ring. You can definitely tell my ring has been on for forever because my finger is just.
Hey, welcome to the club.
It's differently sized. Yeah,
I say that with all of my fingers being
blurred.
Like, all kinds of. Well, not even blurred. They're just like curved. Oh, we're gonna go the other way. But anyways,
quit talking back. That's another one.
Okay.
Well. Look at what you made me do.
I will turn this thing around. I got that a couple times.
I think this might be someone else's trauma put in this chat, but it's your fault that I never loved you. I never got that. Did you?
Nope. Never got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So anyways, happy Mother's Day.
Do you want to know what I did for my mom for Mother's Day? And
sure.
Connor's mom and my sister, who's not a mom.
First of all, I need you not to put myself. Okay, you know what? My turn. I need you to not put me to shame, and I know that's what you're about to do, because I'm not good at the whole.
We bought my mom and his mom and my sister Broadway tickets.
Yeah, I see.
We're going to Broadway. You don't have to be like super creative or whatever. You just know what they like.
Well, you know what? I know my mom likes the color red, and when I was about 7, I used my Nana and Grampy's money to buy a purse. I think I might have told this story on
I think before. You did.
But anyways, if you didn't hear it because you're new here, you just don't want to go back, whatever. I bought her a purse when I was 7, and it was red, and it was one of those like foldy ones. It was like a rectangle and it like folded up.
Yes, it's a purse. Yes.
Yeah, a purse. Yeah, or a clutch, I think is what it's called. Yeah. Pardon? Who are you and who am I? I'm confused.
So you bought a clutch.
I bought a clutch, yes. And
weird that you know that by the by.
I'm honestly not sure why I know that.
Where did that come from? Like, why do you know that?
Oh,
cool.
I think there was a movie once that tried to explain it, and I was like, ADHD, gotta remember that.
Sorry, I'm trying to move my light.
So anyways, I bought her a clutch. We wrapped it all nice, and it was for Mother's Day. That's yeah, okay.
Did you see all my pores? Yeah,
I saw your forehead. Yeah.
Oh, so much better.
But yeah, so I bought her a clutch,
Yeah.
and it was red, and we wrapped
Yeah.
it, and it was all nice, and then I never gave it to her on Mother's Day, and I forgot. And then
And to
we
this
were
day,
like,
he still has the clutch. He wears it, or he
no,
uses it at
no,
school every day.
no. I gave it to her like 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Wait, you bought
Do
it
the
when you were
math.
6 or 7? You're about to be 27. You gave it to her when you were like 16?
I got it, and I didn't even give it to her on a specific date. I just walked up to her and was
You
like,
were
happy.
older.
Shut your mouth. I was not.
Wait. You said 5 years ago?
Around there. It wasn't that long ago. I think I was still living up north. So like probably like
Oh, so you weren't even in college, or you were in your
I think
first year
I
of
was
college?
I think it was my first year of college.
So you were 19, 18 to 19, though.
Yeah. No, I knew better. I knew.
You had that for 10 years?
No, I didn't have it for 10 years. It stayed
Nana
at
did.
Nana and Grampy's house.
Did you find it one day and you were like, oh, fuck, I forgot to give this to you, Ma?
Multiple times, actually.
Justin!
I told you, I'm not, you buy, tickets to freaking Broadway, and I'm like, hey, I got this purse from like 20 years ago. You still want it? Like,
No, but then you go, like, there are other times that you do birthday presents, and they are very thoughtful. Like, you can't see it because I took the thing down, but wherever my side of the room is. Actually, hold on. I think I have it over here. You bought me a necklace, or not a necklace, a bracelet. Ah!
I don't.
It's gone! All right, well, I guess I'll
Pookie?
Where is Pookie? You bought me a bracelet, and it was a very simple bracelet, but it was just one of those, like, those string ones that you can resize, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I had that shit for years. I had it hanging when it got too big, and it was like, whatever. I had that shit
obviously
hanging.
it doesn't matter now.
No, I think my nieces moved it, actually. I still have the mermaid soap that you gave me.
So, little story behind the mermaid soap here.
Yeah, I know you didn't buy that for me. I know Darcy got that. Pang!
Help! Help! Anytime I start messing up, I'm just start yelling help. Help!
So Darcy
bought it.
Name.
Yes, I do. Darcy bought it for me, and I really like the smell of it. I didn't need soap. I just really like the freak. You knew that. What do you mean?
No, I didn't.
Wait. Is this the one that sat on my nightstand until I moved out type of situation? Is it that one?
No.
Oh, no. I was thinking of different bar shit. Okay, never mind.
No, my mermaid soap. It's like green and blue and purple, and it's all like...
Oh, yes,
mixed,
yes.
It's mixed together. It smells really good. I used the first bar, and then I was like, but then if I run out, I won't have any, so I stopped using it. So it stays in my drawer. You give very thoughtful gifts.
Occasionally.
It just takes you 5 years to think of them.
3 years to build and 5 to think, yes.
But like Connor is a gift giver. Like that's his thing. Like that's always been his thing.
Yeah.
I am more of like I'm more of an acts of service kind of person for birthdays.
Same.
Or I'll do like I take you out for like adventures kind of thing.
I was gonna say quality time.
Yeah, quality time and acts of service are really like our birthday things. I like when people give me presents.
Yeah, I'm a gift receiver for sure.
For sure.
You want to give me something? I'll take it.
You are the worst gift receiver.
I'm like that kid who gets an avocado for Christmas. It's a gift. I'll say thank you.
You'll say thank you?
I'll say thank you. Help! Help! But I'm like, it's uncomfortable to receive a gift. But on the inside, I'm like, oh, I love that. I love that they're thinking.
Do you guys want to know his reaction when he gets a gift? Is he'll hold it, right? So pretend he got this. He'd be like, oh, cool. Thanks. That's
what else am I supposed to do with it? Am I supposed to play with it now? Like,
help!
Help! How many times can we say help in one episode?
Nana's gonna count now.
She is too.
Anyway, show some joy.
I do show joy. Help! I do show joy. You know, people are watching this and they're like, these two freaking idiots, what is wrong with them?
So we were on D&D the other night, Justin.
Oh man.
Shannon, shout out Shannon.
Shannon
mentioned that last week's episode shouted her out.
Mm-hmm.
And also Antonio. And then everyone else followed, which big hearts, love y'all.
Love y'all. Thank you. Thanks.
Help. But this is their first this will be their first new episode if they haven't gone back and watched. This will be their first introduction and we are bumbling it.
You're welcome.
So anyway,
they know who we are. Let's be real here. They know who we are.
I'm so much more eloquently spoken when I play D&D.
That's because we're playing a character.
No, but something about the recording button being on makes my blood sort of curdle a little bit. I'm comfortable, but I get wicked anxious about it because I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to mess up. It's forever. We could just edit it out. You guys don't even understand how much we edit out. All of the racist and sexist jokes that Justin says, my god. Woo! We have to edit hours of content.
Don't forget about your misogynistic comments that you always make.
Of course, women are objects to be seen and not heard.
Damn. Guess we're editing that one for real, but
So last night we're playing. Jevin and I are playing Repo. Shout out Jevin. If you don't follow this, I swear to God.
Jevin said didn't he follow? Didn't he say he followed?
I don't know. I think he did.
We're at 44, Jevin, by the way, on YouTube.
Congrats to us. That's pretty exciting.
We're almost at 50.
We're so close. Oh my god, that's so exciting. I'm giddy. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
One moment. I have a thing in my eye.
But and anyway, I think we're at 25 on the other thing. Yeah, on Spotify. I think we're at 25. I'm looking right now. We have 26 followers on Spotify. How do we have 26 followers on Spotify?
Because we talk about it. I have a lot of people at school that only listen on Spotify.
Okay. But
that's pretty cool.
I'll be honest. I don't. Okay, cool. Yeah.
We love all of you. This is awesome. So for a while, I don't know about you, Justin. I'll finish my other story later. Sorry, Jevin. I don't know about you, but there was a while where I stopped checking because I was like, I'm not going to see anybody new. I'm not going to check. And it would be 2 months would go by and they'd be like, I'll check now. And I wouldn't promote it or anything because I was like, oh, no one's going to follow us. Because I'm, a sucky baby. And then I started meds and I'm a lot less anxious now. And I'm willing to just be like, hey, podcast.
Except for when I bring it up, then it's cringy.
It was the how.
It wasn't that bad.
You, but. My perception of how it felt versus your perception of how it was delivered is different, right? Could acknowledge. All right, Death Eater. Anyway, so Jevin and I were playing Repo last night.
I didn't get it.
Tuesday night. Yeah. Oh my god. Would you have played until midnight?
Not till midnight.
We played from 10:45 until 11:30.
I was, I think, just getting in bed at 10:45. So
yeah, so that would be why. So we were playing, and it was just Jevin and I playing, and we're bebopping around the map, whatever, and we get into the if you haven't played Repo, you should. What's wrong with you? We've only been talking about it for weeks.
Or at least watch some videos of it. It's pretty funny.
It's very funny. The Markiplier video that got put out about it, incredible. But in the shop, you can pick things up and attack people, right? Significantly less bombs going off, by the way, when it was just him and I. Just want that to be very clear.
It's not my fault that he does most of the bombing.
But you participate.
I do participate, but I'm not all of them. Jevin, I proposed to you on Repo as a friend. I need you in the comments right now telling her that she is wrong and I am right. I need that. Okay, go on.
Anyway, so he picked up, there's a thing called an indestructible drone, you put it on and it doesn't break any money or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he kept trying to attach it to me, and I saw what it was, and I was like, I'm not an object. And I said, I know that I'm a woman and everything, but I am actually a person, Jevin. and then I got whacked with a baseball bat.
I love the sound that the baseball bat makes.
Thwack. Yeah, it's very nice. We thwacked a clown into a pit.
Nice.
And then his orb came out and it smashed on the ground. And I was like, well. So anyway, Repo. That's all I wanted to say about that.
I was going to say, so anyways, Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I don't know if it was said or not, but we're going to say it again.
Happy Mother's Day!
If you are a mother, if you have a mother, if you...
Well, everyone does have one, but not everyone talks to them.
That's a fair point. Good clarification.
You have been birthed. Congrats.
You have been birthed.
Anyways. Removed like a tumor, which is birth.
True. Either way, if you are or have or will be or whatever, happy Mother's Day to you guys. I personally, as a male, I don't know how you do it, but I thank you for doing it. Specifically my mother.
I couldn't. I would have had to leave. With you as a child, I would have had to leave.
What do you mean? I was a good kid.
You were so you.
Thanks.
I'm just trying to be a dick. I'm sorry.
Nana.
Help!
Help! Yeah. So Mother's Day.
I can't wait to start verbalizing that during Repo as we're walking around. Help! Help!
So
Happy Mother's Day. Be a mom.
Yes.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Choice.
It's your choice, honestly. Well,
it's actually our choice now. Be a mom.
We are your mums, so you listen to your ma.
Ma's.
Your ma's.
What a wild movie that was, by the way. Ma.
Did I watch it?
With me on our couch here at the house. We watched it. Remember, we did that, like, we were gonna watch a horror movie every other weekend or every few weekends or whatever, and we're gonna hang out. And then we did watch 2 movies. We watched 2 at your house, and then at my house we watched Ma. And it was in the middle of the day.
Oh, yeah, I do remember this.
It was good, but it was like, y'all just trust in strange women? That's what we're doing now?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because it was like the kids that partied in the basement. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and they asked her because they thought she looked sweet, and then she kept calling them, and she was like, "You coming to party?" And they were like,
I got alcohols.
Yeah, and then she tried dancing with like a 17-year-old, and then it was like,
Yeah, weird.
Can I tell you about a horrifying story that I saw the other day?
Only if
it's
I
about
can ask
moms.
you the question that I was gonna ask you.
Yes, sorry, Thunder.
They went through here already.
It's here.
Tell your story, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to. So
help!
Anyway, help! So I was on the TikToks the other day, and I was just doing a wee bit of scrolling.
The tacky ticks, yep.
Yeah. So I was on the ticky tacks, and there was like I don't even know what the sound is, but it's like it's an orchestral song, but it's one of those like.
Big word.
Thank you. That's a big word for Elmo, which is being canceled by the government.
Okay, so I didn't want to bring that up because I wanted this to be a happy episode, but like we need to talk about PBS and what's the other one? What?
Why are they canceling PBS? Well, actually, I know.
What is wrong with this? Like, what is PBS doing to Elmo? Does nothing. Elmo is a good.
He promotes empathy.
Oh
and
no!
Inclusivity.
Empathy and inclusivity.
And teaches kids that like autism's okay.
And ooh.
But also like not just
swing on something
but, like,
right now.
PBS Kids is so PBS Kids is a network.
That's my childhood.
It's a network provided by viewers like you.
Me as a 6-year-old.
Like, we're like me.
I'm one of them.
But it's for poor kids, right? So like that's what started. Like I'm not saying it's just for poor kids, but that's why it started.
Yeah. PBS
started as a broadcasting network, so that people who couldn't afford like big time TV could have educational shows for their kids, and because amazing by the way, love that. but also because it wasn't big time TV and they weren't getting ads like big time TV and they weren't being pushed to do certain things, and because, propaganda, whatever tools couldn't pay for
or
certain
reach the
things,
kids. Yes, yeah.
To
Reach
do what
the
propaganda
youths.
does, to infiltrate the minds of the youths. Um,
We were the youths.
we were the youths. We were infiltrated. That sounds bad.
We were not infiltrated. We watched PBS.
I also watched cable TV
They
too.
protected. I did too, but they protected us.
But yeah, no, like PBS was also good because it was gentle. Like it wasn't. It was bright and it was fun and it was colorful, but it also had like good life lessons.
Yeah.
Except for Caillou. Was that on PBS?
Oh yeah, Caillou was on PBS.
Yeah, Caillou, little shit, by the way. That child needed some discipline. I'm not advocating for smacking the kid, but I would have punted him, So
Damn.
go listen to any episode.
I haven't watched Caillou in a hot minute.
So he's horrifying. That bald-headed freak of a child.
Oh my gosh,
was
Justin.
The worst.
You remember what you are, right? You remember who you are?
All of my kids are better than Caillou. Every child is better than Caillou. Caillou is the worst.
But yeah, they're getting rid of it. And NPR. That's the other one. Which, by the way, Nana, I don't know if you knew about this yet. I'm sorry to spoil this. Nana loves NPR.
Because it's good. But also, NPR is not biased. It's not... Sorry. No. Rephrase. It is not biased.
Mm-hmm.
Because... No, I said it right the first time. They're claiming that NPR is like liberal news media. But it's very, very explicitly not. And it actually is more right-leaning than anything. It's not... It doesn't lean right, but if it were to lean away, it would lean more right than left. Because they're reporting on certain things. But they also just... They generally just report well, but it's another public broadcasting. They're also removing a bunch of like museums and stuff like that to put up
opening Alcatraz.
What the fuck? For what?
Okay, now don't ask that question because you know who that's for. You know what their plan is.
The mentally ill.
The mentally ill, or
Justin, the podcast in the prison podcast.
Prison podcast.
Prison podcast.
It's just us sitting in front of people just talking to each other.
Yeah, it's all of our friends because they're all also mentally ill. You can't
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
We'll be talking through ourselves. A Way Out, the game A Way Out, where you have to like one of you monitors while the other one
sitting there going,
digs.
"Hey, Jasmine, do you remember that time?" Everybody like, "Shut up."
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jasmine, and it's like echoing off the cave walls. Is not what I meant.
I mean,
at this point, Alcatraz is like 100 years old.
Yeah,
that shit is so rotted out. They would have to spend billions of dollars.
Well,
just
don't you
to
know?
Revamp it.
Don't you know? Once they close down MPS, help. the the PBS and the other one. I hate this.
I don't have the mic that I can put down.
For anybody who doesn't know,
oh my god,
I have ADHD, and it shows when I get excited, where I can't remember shit.
And I'm not medicated.
Oh my gosh. Anyways,
so they're gonna say the money they save from the money they don't pay to NPR and PBS,
right? Yeah,
is gonna pay for Alcatraz. Also, all the money that Doge. Speaking of Doge, somebody reported DHS of Maine to Doge. Or said they're going to. Fucking what?
I don't understand.
Another fun thing, LePage. You remember LePage?
Oh yeah, I remember the Floridian who's trying to be the main. Yeah,
he's trying to be like a senator, or congressman, or something.
He's trying to be the main. No, he's trying to take over for. Oh my gosh, words.
Janet Mills?
Yeah, he's trying to be the governor again.
No, he's going higher than that. He wants to be in Congress.
Oh, great. For Maine. When he lives in Florida.
He doesn't live here!
He doesn't even go here.
Oh my god, we're gonna both get hernias from this episode of just like yelling. So, on a more peaceful note, I was on the TikTok.
Wait, time out, pause.
What?
Pause, hang on.
What?
Oh, Maine won against Trump. We didn't talk
I
about that.
saw that. That was incredible. Also, duh.
Duh. Yeah.
Like, what was that even about, by the way? Which one of the things
I
was
think
this?
it
Was
was
this
Title IX. I think it
was
was
this
Title
trans
IX.
children in Maine?
Yeah.
All two of the athletes that were the issue? I mean,
Yeah.
there are more. Not saying there's only two trans athletes in
And
Maine. I
not
know
they're
that there are
not
many, many
the
more,
they're
but
not the issue, but yeah, they're
they're not
the
the issue.
topic
I'm
that's
just
being
saying,
discussed. Yeah.
was that what the president of the United States decided to be like? You must follow directions, or I will be
Yes.
mad.
I'm pretty sure.
Like a
When
toddler.
when he said something to Janet Mills and Janet
And
Mills
she
was
was
like,
like, see
"See
you
in
in
court."
court. By the
Yeah.
way, don't love Janet Mills. I don't think that she's great for the state. I think she does a lot of bad things. That was queen behavior. Queen recognizes queen, Game recognizes game. I'm really sorry. I don't know who I am today.
She doesn't even go here.
So, did you also see the interview of Trump? This is a Trump one now. Did you see the interview of
Why?
Trump where he um some reporter was like, "Well, so do you have to uphold the Constitution?" He was like, "I don't know. I have lawyers that work for me that are trying to figure that out." Brother, what?
If you don't,
Home
I don't.
diggity, home slice. You are actually one of the main people that have to follow it.
You were
You're
probably
actually
the
the
most.
top
Yeah,
person.
you probably have to the most
Yes.
actually.
Did you see the AI picture of him as the Pope?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Where he
Speaking
then
of popes,
claimed,
we're on the day that they're doing
is that today?
the conclave. Yeah, I don't know if they're done
Conclave.
yet or not, but
Black smoke billows as Cardinals' first conclave
so
vote
not.
yields no new Pope.
Yep, because
Okay.
they have to be unanimous on who they want,
Yes. Well,
and then they'll
that's
get
probably good.
red smoke. Is it red smoke?
White smoke.
No, white smoke's what normally comes out. It's a specific color. I think it's red.
But no, they're meeting. Yeah, so that's probably good. That means they're actually like talking about it, and they're because they need.
I mean, there's 130 something of them, like,
but there's only a few big contenders.
Right, yeah, like Pope Francis, he was like one of like 4 out of the 100 and something the
How
last
do you
time.
Follow Pope Francis though? I mean, he did a lot for the.
He did.
He had a lot
really
of wrong.
Well. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The Catholic Church could do better in some aspects, but
he did really
better
well.
than the one before him.
I don't remember the one before him.
Oh,
I didn't know what
bad.
they were.
He was bad. You didn't.
The
know
only
what
time that
Catholics
I ever, no, I didn't know what popes were. Like straight up, in high school when Pope Francis, like, I think it was my freshman year, we had that running in our history room all day, waiting for the conclave to finish their thing.
Oh my God, 2013?
Yeah, it was my freshman year.
Pope Benedict, that's who it was.
Benedict. Oh.
He was not good.
Okay, so I'm sorry if anybody here is named Benedict, but what a bad name.
What a
Benedict.
Whoa, breaking news. What? Keep going, sorry.
I was just saying Benedict.
Huh. Trump just withdrew his Surgeon General nomination. Who was she?
Wasn't that
Laura Loomer?
Oh, I thought that was Dr. Oz. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he's probably leading something even worse, actually.
Probably. Anyways, back to mothers, because
my story. So TikTok. So I was scrolling like 3 days ago, I think, and it was a story of a woman who had and I'm talking minutes ago, given birth. Not from the story. She was telling it like postpartum 5 or 6 days while she's like cradling the newborn. But she posted one of those one woman posted one of those, tell me the worst mother-in-law story ever. I'm not talking it's one of those kinds of posts, right? Where it's like, well, I'm not talking comes over to your house and announce bad. I'm talking like call the cops bad.
Mm-hmm.
So someone in the comments said, all right, I am 12 minutes post-birth. My mother-in-law comes strolling in with 9 people. By the way, if I am, because you'll probably be somewhere in the hospital.
I'll drop kick people for you. Don't worry.
Right. Thank you. I will drop kick people for you.
I'm sure. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be the ones that's indisposed. I'm sure Rosemary also will drop kick people for you.
Rosemary will commit murder.
Yeah.
I can see you and Rosemary outside the room, just sort of bodyguarding, and if anyone tries to get in, just no. Do you have your signed pass? Do you have your hall pass?
Have you gotten express consent
from Jasmine?
From Jasmine.
I'm gonna say no to everybody.
Fair.
I'm probably gonna tell 4 people. and just like have the baby, I can't keep a secret.
You're
But
not gonna tell 4 people. It's gonna be like you're gonna tell 2, and then like a week later you're gonna be like, all right, everybody now needs to know.
I like sharing good news. So this woman, she is 12 minutes post birth. Mother-in-law strolls in. 9 people come a running. These are not 9 people that are directly related to brand new mama, the daughter-in-law. We'll call her the dill. The mom is the mill. Okay, just for yeah. So
Okay.
the woman posting, she says these 9 people. She's saying it a lot shorter because comment, but I'm putting my spaz on it. Nope, nope, spin, putting a spin.
Help.
Spaz sounds illegal to be
like
putting on the
seam.
story of a.
Yes, it sounds like seam.
I thought you were gonna finish that word. And I was like, hey yo, please don't.
I'm a health
So
teacher.
this is not a health podcast.
That's fair.
Not
Some might think it's a
yet.
political podcast.
What is this podcast? Who's to say, really? It's sort of just going.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she has 9 people come into the room. She knows 5 of them. The other 4 are the mother-in-law's friends that she wanted to meet the baby. Guess how many of them are vaccinated to the new mother's wishes?
None.
Not a one. So she says, hey, so I just gave birth. Like, she said, I whispered to my mother-in-law, I just gave birth. Like, can you guys come back? Like, I'm exhausted. I just want some time to bond. They were doing a skin-to-skin thing. The nurses come running in and they were like, Homestead, this is a restful time. Get the fuck out of the room.
As they should.
The mother-in-law then is like asking her, because she asked if she can say, and the son was like, that is up to you. You just gave birth. Like, which by the way, no. It's not a this is up to you. It's just no. Like,
I was gonna say,
you're also the father of the baby. You can make the decision and say, Mom, hey, I'm not comfortable. Like, you need to step out. She literally
I say
just
this
gave
with
birth.
so much love, and if Connor hears this, I say this with so much love. If you don't take charge in that moment, Connor, I might drop kick you as well. I'll be honest.
Like, yeah, of course it's up to me, and I'm sure we will talk about it beforehand.
Yeah.
But if in the moment after I just gave birth is traumatic. Like, even if it goes perfectly, your body is exiting a child, a living being, hopefully living being from your body, right?
Help!
It's traumatic regardless. So for someone to then be like, hey, what do you want to do? Exist for a minute?
I was gonna say, have, more than 12 minutes
Sleep?
of time.
Breathe. Let my torn up bits breathe for a moment. I don't know, feel a fan on my face. Order sushi because I haven't had raw fish. Whatever, right? But I don't want to be asked, well, what do you think? Do you want my mom to stay while my mom is in the... Like, fucking make a decision, So anyway, so he asks her, he's like, oh, it's up to you, babe. And she says, well, if it's up to me, then no, I want everyone but you out. Like,
bye.
Of course. Now, any respectful person would respect this. And I thank the Lord every day. I thank everyone every day. That Krista, if I were to be like, hey, goodbye, she would leave. If I just had a baby, she would leave. My mom would leave. I'd like to think that Connor would stand by my side too, but if I told him to leave, he would leave. Rosemary would be like, absolutely not. You need someone here so you don't drop the baby. However, a key point to the story is this mom had a very traumatic C-section. She got ripped bit to bit trying to have the baby, and then something went wrong.
Yeah.
And so not only is her stomach all now cut up, which they had to cut into more than they should have because of what was happening, she was also torn, so she couldn't move anything. So mother-in-law stays in the room, because even though she said no, the mother-in-law was like, oh, it's just for a minute. Because she's a spy. And so she stays in the room. I'm like on comment 4, by the way, now. She's like posting all of them. So I'm on comment 4, and she says the mother-in-law said to her, well, how are you feeling? How was the birth? And they decided to tell her, like, it was a C-section. It was pretty hard. That's like, we really don't want anyone in here. She needs to rest, blah, blah, blah. And the mom was like, oh, so you didn't have a baby then. Like, you don't get to, you don't get like all the mother stuff because you never had the baby. You had to have it surgically removed. I mean, like, you're less of a mom at this point. 12 minutes after having a baby, someone tells me I'm less of a mom, it's murder. I will go to jail 12 minutes after having my baby for that comment. The hormones raging through my body at that point, oh my god.
I don't
Yeah.
like. Oh my gosh, I get.
You don't
I've
advocate
had.
for murder, and I know that. But,
No,
like,
I wasn't saying in that moment. Yeah, do it.
yeah.
Like, I'll help
Yeah,
bury
hell
the
yeah.
body. Like,
You know what? Hell yeah.
but like I've watched a TikTok similar. Like, tell me the craziest whatever,
Yeah.
and it was of a mother-in-law who was and
It
like
always is.
she was coming to the house of the new parents after being told don't come. Like we
Mm-hmm.
want time because they just
With the
got home.
baby.
And this mother-in-law was like, that is
Yeah.
my grandchild, freaking out on the front porch, like just
Yep.
losing. Like, yeah, it is your
Yep.
grandchild. That doesn't give you
And in
rights
one to
to
two
it.
business
Like,
days, we will.
yeah,
Yeah.
give the parents time.
So you remember months ago we talked about that couple, Kay and
Yeah, the gross couple. Yeah.
one of many. But when she had her brand new baby, she had a C-section. They came home. By the way, she carried the carrier, not him. Just going to point that out. She also was wheeling her suitcase. I'm just going to throw that out there. Um, I think if I were to call you and be like, "Yes, we just got home. I carried the baby," and you'd come kill Connor. If I had just had a baby and he was like, "You could carry the baby carrier up the stairs," there would be a knock on my door 15 minutes later. I just want to talk. I just want to
I,
talk.
I just, I, I,
Now that's to be said.
I just want to talk.
It took so long for you to get that out.
I couldn't find it in my head. I was like, where is it? Help!
Help! Now that's assuming, of course, that Justin and Darcy are not at the hospital and Justin has not captured my child to take it away.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm more respectful about it.
Oh, he'd wait a week. My bad.
Exactly. Uncle
Speaking
Justin
of,
wants time, okay?
that is my nephew or niece. You will not.
I deserve to be in this house.
But yeah, so Kay, when she had her new baby, she came home carrying the baby carrier. She's like exhausted. They had a horrible stay in the hospital. Her mother-in-law was there with their whole family throwing a welcome home party. If people are in my home when I come home with a new baby, I'm gonna lose it. Like, the only people I want here are the ones I've invited. Like, probably you and Darcy, Rosemary, my mom, his mom, because those are my people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, anyone that wants to from the D&D group, you're more than welcome to come hang out. Just like send a text, just a quick Discord message first.
Hey, I'm gonna be there in like 15, something like that. Probably be good.
Send a letter, a postcard, if you will.
Send it by bird.
Postcard. Well, not to you. No, but
fuck them birds.
No, but if people are in my home, like, you don't want to come home and have to deal with people asking you questions like, well, how is the birth, and how is the baby, and how is birth, and are you whatever? Like, you just want to sit naked and exist in a warm bath. Yeah, Justin, in the back, I see your hand.
Yes, yeah. Quick query. So I don't want to come home any day and have people in my house that I didn't invite.
Actually, let me be very clear.
So, like,
if I come home after work, or actually, if I come home,
if I'm coming home and my house is full of people that have not been expressly invited to my house, I am gonna throw hands. I don't care if you're Jasmine or if you're somebody else.
You know won't care if I'm there.
I think you've done that to me before.
I have.
When I was living at the apartment, I'm pretty sure.
Frisbee House, yeah.
And Frisbee House, yep.
Yeah, I used to go to Frisbee House and sit awkwardly in the kitchen while Robbie and
Zach birthday.
Thank you. Yep, I knew birthday, but I was like, what's his actual human name? Because birthday is not a human name. That's what you call the dog you found in the dumpster behind the McDonald's.
On your birthday.
On someone's birthday, for sure. Anyway, this got weird. This episode.
It did. So, because it's this week, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. Help!
Happy Teacher Appreciation Week. I appreciate you as a teacher. I appreciate you as a friend. Say it back.
Help! I appreciate you too as well. Have to double that up apparently because English is hard. I had a plan for this episode It wasn't talking about pregnancy.
Hey, so we just talked for 39 minutes without a
For
pause.
40 minutes, we talked about a bunch of different things, and none of them, except for
Nothing.
Mother's Day, was on the plan.
We talked about we talked about the Pope, and that's always good to talk about.
Anyways, Teachers Appreciation.
Yes.
Um,
Speaking of
so
which, I'm going to eat my salad like a teacher. Mm-hmm.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, real finger curl. So your mouth is
Oh, I
still
don't do
available.
that. I do
I
like a
know.
little cover, so I'm like this. But I also don't
Mm-hmm.
eat in front of. Oh, I hate it. I hate how good
Mm-hmm.
you're doing at that.
Wait,
How
keep
often do
talking.
you do that? Every day, I'd assume. Yeah.
No.
Hey,
Keep
real quick,
talking.
to the people listening, there potentially, we haven't fully decided yet at this very moment, but there potentially is going to be new merch. So if you're interested in getting new merch, keep your eye on thesoccerking1239.com and go over to the fourth wall tab, go down and click the link, and it'll go right to our merch. You can get merch for TSK, which is my stuff. Oh my gosh. Or you can get merch for No Impulse Control. But either way, go get yourself some merch because it's awesome merch and it's actually really comfortable. I'm actually wearing our shirt from
Mm-hmm.
our last drop. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so go grab your stuff.
And I'm hearing a lot of talking.
You are, yes.
And we're supposed to be working right now.
I'm
I
sorry, Miss
can't.
Corkins. I will continue to write. No.
You'd better.
Anyways, help.
That's really the
yes.
American teacher experience right there. Those are inside thoughts.
That was dark, Jasmine. I just
That was
ate a
an
hair.
inside thought. Help!
Help! I don't know what to do. But yeah, so Teacher Appreciation Week. What is the best gift, or potentially what gifts have you gotten so far this week? It's Wednesday for us, so we've got 2 more days to be appreciated, everybody.
So it's a small one, but today actually was one of probably one of my favorite gifts that I got. Just because of like how impactful it was. I think I texted you guys. This morning, one of my students, brand new, got him last week, gave me a box of 25 munchkins, which is like chef's kiss. He heard me say, so on Monday, we brought munchkins in, and I was talking to him and another student about my favorite munchkins. And I was like, yeah, the butternut are really good, the blueberry and the glaze. Those are my favorites. Guess what I got today?
Those 3?
Butternut, blueberry glaze, and a few jellies, because I said, meh, jellies are okay. He like very explicitly requested there were no chocolate because I don't like chocolate. There was none of like the other kinds that I don't like. Like he just specifically got those. And I was like, oh my God. And I have known him a week.
Yeah.
He has a brother at my school. I don't even know his brother that well. I've only known him a week. And the week was kind of choppy and weird. And I was at a lot of meetings, so I didn't really get a lot of face-to-face time with him. Plus, it's just like a weird, whatever. But
also, like, obviously you've made an impact on him.
I guess so. And that really, like, that's what really did it, was he came over and he just sort of placed them on, like, so I'm at my laptop and I was typing and I, oh, hey, bud. And, just said hi in the morning. And he dropped them off at my seat. I go, oh, what are these for? Thinking it was like for the class and whatever. And he goes, you. I said, they're for me. And he goes, yeah, it's that teacher week. I was like, oh, teacher appreciation. He goes, for you. And I was like, I cried in class. I'm like crying now because it was just so like, it was so small, but it was so impactful that I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This kid, and he's great. He's done a really nice job fitting in. Even kids that don't do a nice job fitting in, I enjoy having. But he just really meshes with our milieu very well. So I'm enjoying having him, and it was just so sweet. But that was I think, yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one. I've been teaching. Anybody who doesn't know, I've been teaching 5 years. This is my 5th year. Yes, crazy. Which I have a side story about that real quick. So teaching 5 years. Stop, teacher, looking at me like that. But I've been teaching for 5 years, and today one of the students made a comment about a former teacher at our school who is my age, but he does not teach there. He only taught for 1 year and was not very liked by many students.
I would love the tea on who that is.
I can tell you after, but I won't. I'm not going to say it on here. But
Text it to me right now so that I understand. I'm not joking, so that I understand the story better. So merch, I know he talked about it already, but we are cooking up some designs. And I had some feedback from some people about one of them. That I think you actually liked. It was the happy one. But I would love to do some more work on
the
it. But
sunshine thing.
yeah, I thought you liked that one a little bit. Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know him, but I did.
Yeah, he graduated the same year I graduated from UMF.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
he was not very liked, and
Mm-hmm.
the girls today were like, I think there should be, and this was something that I almost lost it. And Miss Abbott, one of my friends at the school, we were sitting in her room, and these girls are just chit chatting, and both of us are just kind of chilling there. And they go, I think there should be a requirement for age for a teacher. Like, you should have to be 25 before you can start teaching. And like, both of us are looking down, and we both go, so like in almost unison, we both go, and direct eye contact with each other, the slow raise and everything. And then the girls like look, because it was a group of girls, looked at Abbott and then saw that she was looking at me, and they all were like, what? Like, why are you freaking out? And I go, I'm 26. And they go, so? And I was like, I've been teaching for 5 years. Like, this is my 5th year. So do some math real quick. Like, I like broke it down with them.
Which
And
is
they were
hilarious
like,
because Miss Abbott teaches math, so that's great.
yeah, well, she doesn't anymore. She's GT now.
Oh yeah.
But so the group was like, yeah, but I just think that there should be a requirement for age. And I was like, yes, but I started teaching when I was 21, and you have no problems with me. So, and I kind of like left it at so, and now it's like, so maybe it's like more of a personality thing, or maybe we talk about something that's not age because it's not affecting that. And it was really funny. Anyways, Teacher Appreciation Week. So like I said, 5th year teaching. I have never in my 5 years gotten an actual like teacher appreciation gift. No student has ever been like, here, this is for, teacher appreciation. I've gotten gifts, I've gotten sticky notes, I've gotten all that stuff, which I appreciate, but I've never gotten one specifically for, Teacher Appreciation Week. I've gotten small Snicker bars, the bite-sized ones, from my admin and district, but yeah. But anyways, so this kid goes, hey, this is on Monday. She goes, hey, what do you want? Like, if I were to get you like a $25 gift card, where would you want it to? And I was like, I don't know, maybe like Dunkin' or Aromas or something like that. It is, it's whatever. And I kind of knew where she was going. Obviously, I'm not, I'm dumb, but I'm not oblivious, And so,
Can we put that as our merch, by the way?
We're I'm dumb, but I'm not oblivious.
Help!
Help!
I want that.
Help. Just help. Honestly.
In Comic Sans. Oh, hear me out. Pause your story, whatever it is. A microphone.
Your turn.
Help. Of course. A microphone, right? But with help sort of coming out of it, like it's being spoken.
Or a headset coming out of the ear holes. One pink, one green. Help!
We're gonna work on the pink and green thing.
Anyways,
we gotta work on that.
Anyways, so she comes in on Tuesday, and she and her group like to pick on me because I'm bald and I'm old.
You're not bald. You're fuzzy like a peach.
Yeah, well, I'm bald in their eyes, and I'm old. So, they pick on me. And a lot of them they've started saying "unk" to me. And I'm like, stop.
You sent me this message earlier, and it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever read. Like,
yeah,
genuinely.
It's great. Super stuff.
I got that while I was teaching a silent reading class, and I had to stifle my laughter.
Good. I hope you broke out in laughter and...
No, I did great. My face, bright red.
Anyways, so they've been calling me Unk for a while, and I'm like, I'm gonna write you up. Like, obviously, it's it's a joke. I don't, and whatever. It's whatever. But
this is harassment.
Help! But so
just on their referral, help!
Just help,
Mr. Davis.
But yeah, so this student comes in on Tuesday and kind of like walks up to me, but only walks to like 5 feet from my desk, and she's like, she's comfortable with me. She gets like into my space, and I'm like, chill, back up. Like, I need personal space. Like, don't be a Velcro student right now. I don't need that.
Back it up.
Give me, go away.
Boom. Back it up. Don't punch your kids, guys.
I wouldn't punch my kids, but yes. So anyways, she like 5 feet from my desk goes here and whips something at me. Like you know how we throw like those ninja like, the cards at the axe throwing place? That's what she did with this thing. She just
Sorry.
here.
A student in America, you can't whip shit at teachers.
No, especially from your hip.
You can't ninja star a gift card to a teacher. You can't.
But she whips it at me, and I'm like, whoa, and I kind of like dodge, and then I pick it up, and I'm like, oh, it's a gift card from Aroma Joe's, and I open it up, and I see it's $25, and I'm like, oh, that's so nice, and then I read to Unk from this student, and I go, in my head, I go, motherfucker.
Thanks.
But and it's funny that you talk about how I accept gifts, because I literally went, I go, open it, look at it, do a whole like head nod, and I go, thanks, and I put it off to the side.
So, last year, actually no, not last year, 2 years ago, my first year teaching at this school, all the kids made us these Deirdre made trees, and all the kids did a thumbprint all over on the branches, and it says some cute little quote, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Justin knows how I accept gifts, which is usually with tears and hugs. I'm a very like I accept gifts very like I don't know. I have a lot of emotion. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry that
mine is obnoxious too. I show appreciation. I say thank you. Mm-hmm. I was always taught you don't look at the money until you read the card. So I drop the money and read the card.
Oh, what's this that you gave me?
Where did that come from?
When I was little, there was a couple times when I looked through money and I counted it out, and I was like, "Oh, thanks!" As I'm like, it was like fives from my grandma, but I was like,
dang.
And my mom was like, "Hey, we got to talk about card etiquette." But yeah, so no, I got this gift for my kids, and I was literally like, and I cried, and I gave them all hugs, and last year they gifted me a book that was like it's not hand drawn, but it's a cute little book, and a metal bookmark that goes in it, and I use that for my favorite books that we read in class. Mm-hmm. Cried, gave them all hugs. But my kids and I are very touchy. Like, that sounds horrible, but like,
I mean,
huggy.
I was gonna say private school and the way that your school is run.
We're an attachment school, yeah. But like my kids, if I let them, during every academic, they would all be sitting on me. If I go lay in the grass just to like enjoy nature, there is guaranteed to be a child sitting somewhere on me, and I have to be like, get off of me!
Help!
Help! There is a picture, I think I shared it with you, where I'm sitting reading a read aloud book for one of our like last days of school, and I have every one of my 10 children, which was the biggest class I'd ever had, kids who are like volatile, hold, whatever, like the whole gambit, mm-hmm. all sitting with their legs like over crossing each other on top of me as I'm like, so the boy went, and I can't read because of how close they are.
Yeah,
those are my favorite gifts from my kids. Is like those moments with them, and they draw me pictures. I loved teaching middle school. Middle schoolers don't draw me pictures. These guys, they draw penises, and I don't want that.
So my middle schoolers were very, like, a lot of them drew me pictures.
Yeah.
And part of that was I would prompt them. So I would give them, like, a reason to draw, and they'd be like, oh, I drew this for you. And part of that I was like, yeah, bullshit. But part of it I was like, okay, maybe you actually did, one of those things. Mm-hmm. And then occasionally after doing the prompts, I would get, like, they would start bringing it up. So it was like I had to break the ice for them to then. What
was the prompt that you used?
My go-to is draw my next tattoo, because I have tattoos and I show them off and the kids like them. So what's my next one? What am I going to get? And then a lot of them are like, oh, so if I draw your tattoo, you're going to put it on your body somewhere? I'm like,
I told my kids if I liked to design enough, I would.
I told them that too. I will too.
I actually will. One of my kids.
I had one that was very close. I had one that was very close. It was a monkey, and the monkey was going like this, and it was really cool.
I think that we should get matching no impulse control tattoos. All right, hear me out. A microphone, but two brains coming off of it, right? As a tattoo.
If you wonder what when we sit down and design things, this is kind of what it is. We're
Oh,
just
but then
like,
I'll design something and he's like, well, it's
don't
close.
start.
It's close, but
Don't
there's something off.
start.
And I'll be like, okay, what's off? Let me sit with it for a few days. And I'm like, I won't want to do this in a few days. Just tell me something. Please. I love you so much, but I hate designing merch with each other.
That's fine. Let's stop making merch. We have a very like this is acceptable. Like,
Okay. I want one new design. And I want to get rid of the long one and make like the actual make it look nice.
okay. So
Because
here's
the
my
long one is too long.
let's do 3, 2, 1 and then go out.
No, I
Well,
don't
what
have
do
my
you want to
meds.
do?
Say goodbye. I don't have my meds.
That's
I got a
lame.
headache. 3, 2, 1 then. Fine.
Okay, I have mine. I've been thinking about it since about 30 minutes.
What did we talk about 30 minutes ago?
It's nothing to do with what we talked about.
Oh, cool. Okay, I have one.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, sign.
Basketball. Okay, so hear me out. A microphone with with a basketball on
Help!
one side and a sign on the other.
Help!
Okay, sign.
Yep. I have it.
Basketball, sign.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Think about it. Ready? Your go.
No, it's better if you go.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, autograph.
Jumbotron. Okay.
Okay.
Were you thinking sign or
I was
sign?
thinking originally I was thinking sign, but then you said basketball, so I was like, oh, sign.
Yeah, and I see.
Yours makes sense too. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, Teacher Appreciation Week, so I'm trying to appreciate you,
Yeah, today they did superhero theme for us. So that was
I
nice.
saw that and I was so jealous.
So that name tag is a 3D printed name tag.
Oh, that's so badass.
And we each got that picture of the Zen.
You should post that. You should post that on our Instagram.
I'm gonna get a nice picture of it. It's hanging up in my classroom right now.
That's
and
so
I got to
badass.
keep my cape that they made us capes with our like superhero name on the back.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, it's so I love it.
Okay. I think I have mine. I don't know if it'll make sense to you, so I don't think we're going to get it. What was your word?
Oh, autograph. Okay, we went too sportsy too quick. That's my fault. Okay. Autograph and Jumbotron. Well, all I can think of are the lyrics to an epic song. I miss my meds. Jumbotron and autograph. You guys are watching me falter.
We'll eventually get there.
I can't think of any words. It's blank. I haven't been blank all episode. It is literally a black hole right now. Yeah. I can think.
All right. Okay, well, let's just do it this way.
I've got this. Autograph and sign. No, autograph and Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not going to make sense, but I got this.
Okay. Ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, stats.
Kiss cam.
Okay, no, yours is... Okay. I don't know how those will connect. How about this? Oh, you have a... Oh, okay, let me think about it then.
Stats and kiss cam. I have Sharpie on my hand, apparently.
Stats and kiss cam.
I drew a heart accidentally with my Sharpie.
I don't know how those are connecting in your brain.
I got it.
Okay, stats, kiss cam. I don't know. I got one. It's not going to match, though. 3, 2, 1, video.
Scoreboard. Because the scoreboard has some of the game stats on it.
Yeah.
And the kiss cam is up on the... I'm just saying all the Jumbotron features, actually, right now.
Yeah, yours makes sense. Where can they find you?
What was your word?
Video. And we could be leading down a dangerous hole that I don't want to deal with. So
The word was porn star, guys. We got there. So you can find me over at Asminsta1721 on Instagram and TikTok. Maybe remove the numbers. You'd think after a year I would start remembering where you can find me.
it's weird that it's been a year. Holy cow.
It's been over a year, actually. We're a year and 4 months into this, so that's crazy bananas.
And you fools are following us.
Haha, suckers.
You're trapped now.
We love you.
Where your ma?
Where your ma? You can go find me over at the Instagrams over at Asminsta1721. And on the TikTok over at Asminsta. You can go follow the show over there at No Impulse Control over there on TikTok and Instagram. And you can find our merch over at thesoccerking1239.com. Go get yourself some merch. Justin's wearing some right now. Don't you know? And give your ma a kiss. Not us, though. Your real ma. You
or
can
us,
send us $50, and that's the same as a kiss to your ma.
That's a kiss, yeah.
I'll send you my PayPal. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
TSK1239 or the Soccer King 1239. That's where you can find me. But yeah, we brought you into this world, and we'll take you out. See you later. Peace.
Peace.